are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Really great.
Oh. You're not actually in a classroom, are you? You're not actually teaching at a school right now?
Yeah, I'm teaching. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I'm already teaching now for about more than 20 years. And
okay, in the same one school.
In the beginning, I worked in another city, but now I work like, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 years in this school.
Okay. So, okay, great.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do more. So now I started Mathplay then 2 years ago. So I started to develop games and also I work with I write books with some teachers to try to fit in the curriculum more in understandable way. So that I did, and now I try to also how you say that, stimulate teachers to teach in a more understanding way, more fun way. So really my main mission is to spread mathematical joy and understanding and
joy.
Yeah, so I already did that a long time, making math more understandable, but now since a few years I try to make products with it and also try to inspire other people. And I think that when I met you, it was just such a delight to see, because I bring this book I bought from you wrote this with the other people, but So I think I came across in Twitter. I came across to meet you, and then
it was through Twitter. That's how we actually connected with it. First connected. Okay. Yeah. So we did meet 2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. Yes.
Okay. Had the first Global Math Week happened or not happened? Was this after the very first one?
Yes, because you told me about the Global Math Project, and I didn't know about it yet. So it was kind of like I asked you to think about my parity problem, and then you asked me to look at the global math, the exploding dots, and then I translated some parts, and that's how we get. It's amazing, James, all the things you do. It's so inspiring.
No, but you're making them actually happen. You've got a concrete product in your hands right now. I just do ideas and tell people, and you just actually make it happen.
Yes, I really like to make it happen, because I understand a lot, I see a lot, and I want to do a lot, but there's just so many obstacles that come on the way. I remember 5 years ago, I was the teacher with the most complaints at my school. I just wrote a blog about it because it's fun that now I'm nominated, but at that point, I was really trying to get students to think about what they were doing. So I didn't want to, like Daniel Finkel says, don't be the answer book, and just give them time. And
you weren't teaching. Your job as a teacher was to give answers. You say in their eyes.
That's what they expect. Yeah. And so when you don't do that, then it seems like you don't want to teach, but the opposite is truth. I really want to get understanding, and that's really a journey of 5 years almost for now, that I really understand the psychology of it all, because you just have to you have to use the right words. You have to use talk about the mindset, about the psychology behind it, and then you can make it happen. But if you don't do that, then you come across as somebody that don't want to help when you really want nothing else than help as you can. So that's really
that's true. There's an art to it. It's not as simple as that, just to withhold answers. No, because there's a terrible psychology there, because the students do know that you know the answers, and you're pretending you don't know the answers, but they know you're pretending, and it's like this weird game to like somehow figure out how to cut through that.
To be completely honest, I had some times that I really didn't know the answer, but when you really want to be that teacher that give the answers and want to do everything correctly and always want to give the perfect class, then you're really vulnerable, because if you don't know the answer, then you have to pretend. In the beginning, I pretended. I was bluffing. I would say, well, you don't have to know this, but I can explain you this, but I will explain that later, or something like that. That I want to be really the all-knowing teacher. And when you do the opposite and say, okay, well, that's an interesting question. Let's see. I really don't know how to do that, but what you think we could do, then you're in it together. And of course, I won't let them just swim on their own, but you can help without giving away answers. And that's, I think, the general idea of mathematics, to just explore ideas, explore situations, and try to explore. Because I think you wrote it somewhere, what's the fun in it if the answer's already there and you're just looking for the answers on problems that already are solved? What is the fun in that?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
exactly. But so what is the future for teaching of mathematics, the teaching? So let's be focused on the teaching of maths.
I just want to bring joy and understanding, and so I hope that mathematics will be problem solving at the core. So we want to be able to solve some specific problems, but I just want to really get the children the fundamental idea that you can use your brain for solve problems, and that critical questions. So when somebody says this is how you should do it, that students then ask why is that way. So critical thinking, I think, is really problem solving, critical thinking, and then applying all the knowledge that we know now. So why shouldn't we try to understand the things that already are? It's not wrong to solve problems that are already are solved. I mean, there are beautiful mathematics that you I think it's fun and relevant to know, but don't give them just copy this, but try to give them the illusion of the first discovery or something, like you because it's so easy to give that gift. I mean, you don't have to be a teacher that spoil everything. I think you're watching a movie. You don't say, go to that movie, it's really fun at the end, that and that happened. You just want some, and I think should be the mathematics too, that you really enjoy the proper process, not only want to see the ending and know how to make a test score. All right, so schools are going back, because the US is a mess. The US doesn't know what they're doing, and a lot of schools aren't going back. A lot of schools are just trying to do it half online, half students, and it's just a mess. So this country is in trouble. So what about your role in the Global Math Project? What do you think is you've been doing on that front? Why would I care about you? Well, I don't think I did enough yet. It just was trying to find a way. I want to make a difference. I want to really let people know about the project and really make them understand. So what I did last time, I already made one video with Kieran about what else you can get out of the project. But the main thing I want to do this year difference is now I have a community with teachers that are all like-minded souls. I just thought that if I could get teachers together that are all thinking in a kind of in this way, I think it's a way of thinking that you want to really bring joy in the classroom, and you really want students to understand, because not everybody thinks the same. So if you have like-minded souls together, then you can really inspire each other. And I really feel that I have a group of teachers that are getting more confident in trying to use playful mathematics. I think in September, October, I will be able to do a global math week, like a challenge that every day we do something with the group and saying that we share what we do with the students. So I really then I can do what last year I would have wanted to do, to get more interaction with the teachers.
How many teachers do you think your community is? When you say I have a lot of followers, but my community is now with almost 20 teachers. But I want to make that grow exponentially next year. But I'm curious, what's the population of Holland? How big is your country?
I'm now being recorded, so I think 18 million, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So mathematics has the added bonus. It can be both practical, but it can also be like playing the violin. And people never see play the violin side. It can solve practical real world problems if people focus on that computation. That's what they think maths is. Yeah. But society is missing the other half. It can be its own beautiful form of music that can bring joy to the heart and the soul in its own right. Why study prime numbers? Because they're mysterious and intriguing, and you cannot help but wonder more about them. And it turns out they actually do a practical use, but that's not the real reason why people study the prime numbers in the first place. So mathematics has this added bonus that often what you think is just pure play can actually turn into practical use down the road. Who knows? But it's that joy of the heart and the mind as much as the practical side. Mathematics is a double win. We've only ever shown one side of it, the computation, the centuries to students. Yeah. And that's sad. But also, you're right. Yeah. And the other part is like the high school curriculum. I don't think you actually ever need the quadratic formula. I don't think you ever actually need to study quadratics, ever. When was the last time in your everyday life did you actually use the quadratic formula? In your everyday life? Probably never. However, the thinking process that you described about doing something like solving the quadratic formula, figuring out what's going on, was all that little moments of little problem solving. Like every time you start playing with the quadratic equation, you get these little obstacles over and over again. Darn, that middle number's odd. What can I do about that? Or that plus C, I wish it was a 5, not a 4. What can I do about it? It's that process of thinking through the understanding how we can get you to the quadratic formula is what sticks with you for life, as you were describing. No, you're not using the quadratic formula per se in your everyday life, but what's figuring through the problem solving for the quadratic formula, the problem solving you did is what is useful in your everyday life. So it's not like, don't be so literal, like shouldn't study quadratics. Don't have that literal mindset. The content's not important. The content is the vehicle for teaching the thinking you were describing, which is immensely useful for everyday life. Immensely useful. And that's what I hear you want to highlight. Beautiful.
The thing is, James, like we have this love for mathematics. Not everybody has that love. So and we see things that other people maybe not see at the beginning. So to create awareness to people that don't see that is something that I don't want to take for granted. I don't want to think that why you don't know that it's so easy to do it like this. I really want to help people to see it, and that is that is something also that last year that I'm really finding out that what is easy to see for somebody, like when I read your book and your ideas, I at the minute I understand because I see those things, but some people might not see it because they are not that far yet. So that step, you have to give also time for, and that's hopefully in the community I can give extra time and say and showing some more things so make people. There could be something beautiful before your eyes, but if you don't see it, you can miss it. So
of course.
I don't know if you make
what to look for. Of course, it makes perfect sense. All right. So what made you fall in love with mathematics? When did you realize that you had that sort of sense of love, passion for the subject, and could see something in it?
To be honest, I always knew that I was good at mathematics, but I don't find the first time I really felt joy. Besides for my primary school, where you just do things and everything is fun, is in my third year. I had a teacher, Herman Arling, who always brought puzzles to the class, like mathematical problems. I remember one problem with the rope around the earth that you cut, and then you put 1 meter in between, and that problem. For me, I just did it. I just didn't realize it was something big. I just, then it's 14 centimeters or something, I think. And then he said, you did that quick. And now do that by a football. Do a football, a rope, and I said, then I calculate, and then I say, well, that's 14 centimeters. And then I said, wait, is it the same? So then he said, well, you can change the radius and see what's happening. And then I use an X,
a variable, an X.
Variable, that's what happened. And then I said, wow, I can use my brain to think about things that I can't even grow, but I can. That was my first experience that it was really, I don't know, that I did something extraordinary, and that made me want to know more. That year I really saw a lot of beautiful things. My normal curriculum, I almost never spend time on, because every time you bring me a new puzzle and I get I think I get $1 for every puzzle I solve. So every class I was just solving problems. But that man, he died last year, was my inspirator, and I really had, I owe a lot to him. He really showed me how it could be. But to be honest, I never, I became a teacher, but I never applied for university to study mathematics. I just wanted to be a math teacher. I didn't want to know more about math, because for me, sometimes it gets boring, and I didn't really saw what was fun in it. And now at my age, when I really understand more, now I really want to know more, and I see now the beauty, and I'm studying more and more mathematics, because it's just such a rich world. But if you don't see it, like I said, if you don't see it, then you think, yeah, well, that's not for me.
Because these students have the only definition of success in school is exams and assignments. It has to be grades. That's the only thing, though. So in which case, I decided I'm going to remove that the window. You can do this assignment. You have a month to do this assignment. You will get an A because you will do it until you get 100%. Hand it to me over and over and over again until you get 100%. You'll get 100%. Don't worry. You'll get 100%. If it takes you a month, it takes you a month. If it takes you 2 times, it takes you 2 times. But that completely changed the mindset. It's like, I don't care about the grades. You'll get 100%. Just get 100%. Prove me you can know it.
That I read about that, and I think it's great. But you have to, in a school, you have to, managers come and play.
It's true. I caused friction with my department chair, but we were a small group, so it's only just that one person, and it's fine.
And it's fine, but you can do it. And I also like, I think, what's your idea, or I read it somewhere, to just give a test and already give the answers.
Yes, absolutely. That's the other thing I do.
So just give a test with the answers. These are the answers. So
There's still a big blank space. How do you get to that answer?
Yeah. Exactly. That's so fun, because I get so many times that students say, well, I have the right answer and I don't get all the points. Why I don't? And then it's, what?
Yeah. Just get rid of all that.
Yeah. What is the goal? What is your goal for this year?
All right. So the thing is, our messaging is all over the place. So when people go to our website, it's still very, very confusing. So we are streamlining it, which I think is just an important big step. So as we speak, we did receive some money to actually hire a website designer to go through it properly and do that for us, which is great, because that's like a first big chunk of money we've ever had, which is great.
Okay.
And I think that will help tremendously. We will, of course, do Global Math Week. We'll always do Global Math Week, but de-emphasizing it last year was actually a good thing. I think a lot of people realized it's for more than just a week. That Exploding Dots can be a story that's meant to go on for more than just a week. So it's good to have the big flashy thing of Global Math Week. Great. It raises awareness, but it doesn't sustain awareness for the rest of the year. So we'll do Global Math Week again for sure. We'll make Exploding Dots, of course, our feature item. But we really want to work more on creating more of a sense of community and trying to get teachers to contribute to that community, in the sense that when you have a fabulous product to share, we'd love to find a way to place it on our website to say, here's a growing community of resources for teachers, by teachers. Let's change the mindset together for those. And we want to really emphasize the community side of it, which we've not been able to do through social media, whatever it is right now, but maybe on our website, we have a clear website with a clear messaging, with a clear place where you come to, that's just the one spot. It's called the Global Math Project, end of story. That's the only thing you have to remember in your head. That will help. That's our mission right now. So keep pushing Exploding Dots and other topics as they come up on the side, but really try to build up the presence of a community that's visible on our website.
I really like the way Exploding Dots is now with the animations and the how it works. The other topics you created are just downloadable PDFs, I guess.
There's that, and also like on my Good Day Math, I put like lots of short things, like a little short course on geometry, a little short course on probability, a little short course on taking quadratics even further. Just like little seven lesson type things. Just how, well, I guess it's how my brain takes the standard curriculum and just turns it around. Make it intuitive, make it obvious, make it joyful, make it fun, make it actually make it obvious. Just get rid of the clutter.
I have parents emailing me. Yeah, but my son is already now trying to solve this problem for a day, and I really want to know the answer so I can help him. And I was thinking like, wow, he's working on it on a day. That's so great. Let him work for another week. And if in 2 weeks he didn't find it out yet, then email me back. So, that mindset of it, it's just to find the answer that is so hard to get rid of, I think.
Yeah. My colleague Paul Zeitz coined the term Funstration. There's a line between when it's still fun and when it becomes frustrating, and where you want the Funstration, where it's fun enough to keep pushing you forward, but but don't let it turn to frustration. Does that make sense in English for you?
Yeah, Funstration. It's kind of the stretch. Like you have the comfort zone, you have the stretch, and you have the stress. Yeah. So it's like the stress part is the Funstration. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's the real question. So I can't let you be Teacher of the Year unless I check this one thing. Do you know the International Math Salute? You can do the Math Salute, can't you?
No,
Okay, all bets are off, Erik. If you can't do the Math Salute, I can't support your application.
I really have to know that. I really have to learn that. Well, explain.
Okay, arms out front. Right hand over left hand.
What? Right over left, yes?
Right over left, yes. So I don't know what our screens look like to each other. Palm to palm. And twirl your thumbs. Okay, let's do it. Your thumbs twirl together towards the left. Go to the left. Your thumbs to the left. Your left. Yes, keep going. Keep going. Get your thumbs past. Yes, keep going. Keep going. All the way. Yes. Clasp the fingers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You're set to come back. Thumbs in parallel to the left, just like you did.
So, it's how is not working? Because I tried it before and I always get in a mess.
All right, just remember thumbs in parallel to the left. Just make it happen.
Yeah, I really appreciate your support a lot. I know in the past you made some videos for me that really helped me get, empower me to be my best self. And I just hope one time we can meet and.
That'd be nice. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. Yeah. All right, great.
Thank you for all that you do. And
thank you for all that you're doing, and thanks for being such a supporter. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay. Bye-bye.